Here we are in
There we
Sun
are.
City at the
Good morning,
softball
guys.
field.
When I get too close, it cuts mine out. All right, we'll get the microphones working here. When I get too close, does it still work? All right. Well, thank you.
Here we go, everyone. Wait.
Thank you, Pauline and Larry. That was a great game. Get a new battery or something. Yeah, the two teams finished playing softball. Good job. That was a lot of fun. Well, welcome RCSC board members, employees, softball players, and other guests to the grand opening of our new Sun City field house and the batting cage. 1, 2, 3, and the batting cage. It is truly an honor to be here and welcome so many people. To begin, if you're able, please rise, remove your head covering for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, their balls bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
So I'm going to turn it over to Jack now.
Okay, at this time we would like to recognize the major players that made this day possible. When your name is read, please make your way to the home plate for recognition. First, we're going to start with the RCSC board members who approved this project. We'll start with President Tom Foster, Vice President Karen McAdam, Secretary Connie Joe Richmeyer, Treasurer Anita Morsky.
I like the shirt.
Then we have Steve Collins, Kat Thimmel, Kristen Price,
Come on up here. Come and take a picture.
Chris Nettesheim, and James Ruff.
Over here. All right. Smile. Anybody? Got it done? Over here. And there. All right. Thank you.
Okay, next we'd like to recognize, please step up to the field. We got RCSC General Manager Matthew DeLusansky, RCSC Facility Senior Leader Mike Whitthrutt, Project Director Vern White, Safety Director Todd Greenhagen, and the Site Project Manager Walt Bratton. Are you guys here? Any of you here? Okay, we'd also like to recognize the guys who built this facility, from Robert E. Porter Construction Company, the president of Porter Construction, Earl Lucas. The site superintendent for the project, John O'Neill. and the project manager, Larry Hartz. Please step to the field.
Oh, Larry got caught in trouble. Why stand here? You're going to take a picture.
There's John. I see John there. Hey, John, the building's still standing. Way to go.
Hey, look over here. Hey. Oh, no. You're yelling. No, they're yelling. Thanks, guys, for coming.
Okay, we'd also like to recognize the ground crew who works tirelessly the entire year to keep the softball facility the best in the valley. The boss of the crew is Scotty Jones. Then we got Jim Madden. We got Tom, which I didn't get his last name. And we got Sam, one of the newest members to the field crew who just became an American citizen. Congratulations, Sam. Thanks for all the hard work. The field looks great always.
And now we're going to turn it over to Dan Braddock and Ron Koppas to provide a little bit of history about the field house.
Good morning. Hello?
Keep it close. Keep it close. Just put it close.
Hello? There we go. Dan and I kind of did this together, so I'm going to go through his research part that he did earlier. So softball club grand opening is today, the 19th of 2024. In 1989, one of the premier guests today, Doug Wright. Doug, raise your hand. Doug, raise your hand. There you go. I headed up a group of fellow work. There we go. Fellow Sun City softball players, which included Ray Keller, Ralph Snyder, Ed Morton, Bob Muslager, Charlie McCason, and other premier guests. And Kate Douglas joined that group a little bit later. Doug, Kate, raise your hand. They were instrumental in preparing and presenting to the Sun City Board of Directors. Is that, yeah, there you go. Leave it. Work? There. Better? After they went to the board, they finally got the board of directors to understand there was a need for a softball field. After 5 years of concept to finish, in 1994, the Sun Bowl field and clubhouse was underway. The clubhouse served the need of our softball club for over 30 years, but we outgrew it. And so in 2018, a different group of players, Dan Braddock, Jim Alexander, and Bowtie John Yuki, attended a RCSC board meeting, and with the leadership of John, spoke and presented how the senior softball club needed a new clubhouse. They'd outgrown it. In the following years, Tom Delopoulos joined the group and also helped with Ricky and Mary Tolan, and Dennis Robb instrumental in that also. After lengthy research by the... Don't worry, I got it. I'm sorry about the sound system. It spent enough money on it, it should work. After lengthy research by the Long Range Planning Committee, they recommended to the City Board of Directors the need for a new clubhouse. In 2020, the board approved the clubhouse but because of the COVID pandemic, it got put on hold. At this point, I'd like to address the elephant in the room. That would be my health. Just to let people know, just short so you know, I have a this and I have MDF. And they're both being treated now. Yes, 1, 2. That's actually 1, 2, 3. Any?
You want to throw a couple new batteries in there?
It's not this one.
Oh, okay.
One, two, there. So I'm not sure what there. It works right there. Where was I? Oh. Thanks. The only thing I want to comment on is that I had a heart attack a couple 3 or 4 or 5 weeks ago, and the good news with that is that I get to play in a cardiac kid tournament now. Talk out loud. Does it work? Can you hear me?
Yeah!
I'm going to talk from here. If you can hear me, the best I can do. When I became president of the club, it was a concern with the club becoming, we had been broken into 6 times. And so at 3:30 in the morning, I would get a call from Scotty or the police, come on up here and figure out what they took. And we did that for a while, and I decided at that point we needed to have a new storage building, because we had those little green ones that they could just break into, and they would steal stuff like crazy. Well, I drew out a new storage building, and I added a batting cage to it. And I added a batting cage to it because I would go out to breakfast with Dave Riggs. He was the president of Sun City West at that time, and I was the president here. And we would discuss different things, and he was kind of like my mentor. He had a lot of good ideas, and when he threw out one day a batting cage, I said, "Holy cow, that's a novel idea. That's a good idea." So I investigated it, figured out how we could do it, and we put it together, and we did it. And I say we because this has always been from the very beginning about membership. The membership at Sun City, yeah, give yourself a hand. The membership at Sun City is incredible. If you ask to have something done, for the 3 years I was president, if I asked somebody to do something, it was not even a question. They would do it in a heartbeat. And I love that. In January of 21, I became the president of the club, and I decided after talking with Dave, we need a 5-year plan. And so I wrote it and distributed to the board. And last spring, when I was up in the press box, I was running the clock, and Scott Shives was up there, and Scott pushed a piece of paper across the table to me. And he says, "Remember when you wrote that?" Because he was on the board then. And he said, "We've done that." So I'm going to read what that paper said and what the membership has done since then. And I want everybody to understand this is not about me at all. It's about membership. So this is what it said verbatim. He said, March 1st, 2021, Sun City softball. I believe people don't plan to fail, they just fail to plan. Sun City's we have a golden opportunity to put our best foot forward at the Sun Bowl in the ballpark. No one knows where the ballpark is, so I wanted to put on all throughout Sun City, there's these digital boards. I wanted to put out there that the ball game today and get to the park. They wouldn't do that. They put a bunch of other funny stuff on there, but they wouldn't put that on there. But this is what the paper said. Our priorities. Number one was a batting cage with an iron mic. A screen over left field for safety because Dave Rockout hits too many home runs over there. A new clubhouse. And a new clubhouse was never on my, in the beginning, was never on in something I was thinking a lot about. That's something that Dan and other people had spent a lot of time on. But I knew that it was in there, we needed it. The storage building would give us an opportunity to store our stuff safe because it would have the right kind of doors and stuff on it. Sell brick over here for memorial. The kites over the tables. That's what the thing said. Look around, see what the results of the club membership is. We are a strong club because of members volunteering to do jobs. In 2024, the club is going in has a new chapter by selecting a new president, Steve Oberg, because of his foresight, experience, and let's get it done attitude. If you like energy, hang around Steve just for a little while. The club is in good hands right now. Here we are in 2024, October 19th, with one of the best softball facilities in the Valley. I'm happy because of our membership. And it's great to be a Sun City softball member. Thank you.
Well, everything but the microphone. We can't figure out why the microphone just doesn't work for Ron. I think we'll try to see if Doug wants to come up here. And Tate, or both of you, or one of you. Yeah, they have a special presentation to make. Their microphone is kind of like, you just got to have it close to your mouth, almost have your tongue on it all the time.
A little microphone love.
Put it right in your mouth. Talk a little bit first. Get real up there. No, keep talking. Keep talking. Here, give me that. 1, 2, test. Well, we put new batteries in. We don't know. The fence causes a lot of trouble.
Apparently it causes a lot of trouble.
All right, so Pete, I'm going to try to
Hold it.
but I don't know where I'm going to hold it. You stand over here. Testing. Reconnect. All right, I don't know if I'm going to get it.
You folks might remember, back in '95, this field was dedicated.
Don't tilt it. Straight up and down.
We'd like Ron Coffey, Ron too. Tell me where I got to stand for this thing.
Right behind it. Right behind. No, right behind it. You can repeat it.
I'll repeat it. Yes, 1, 2. Okay, I can repeat. Go ahead. Ron Coppus, we're pleased to be able to present this to you. Test.
Wish you well in all of your work here with the field and all of the good things all of you have done for softball.
Thank you. Thank Ron Coppus for all the things he's done for the softball club. I can't know where to stand. There, now it's organized. Throw it out. That's it. 1, 2. Wait, connect sometimes and it does. All right. Next in line is Steve Collins. And I don't know, can you yell?
Let's get a quick photo, you guys.
All right, I'm going to get a quick photo.
Run. You guys.
I'm an old man, only 100 years old.
He's 100 years old.
Wow.
Oh, look, I can speak over here. All right, see, come over here. You're gonna talk over here. Apparently, maybe we can get the mic to work.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Stand right here. Don't move.
Thank you. And I think the first thing I'll address is, this is a little bit embarrassing, so I think I have enough board members here where we can get this fixed later on. Hoorah! President Oberg, it's a great honor and pleasure to be a part of this great event to open the new softball facility. Softball has been a part of Sun City for 60 years, and the softball club has always been blessed with great presidents. In May of 2020, I met with President Braddock, and he introduced me to many of the players. They told me how much they needed a new clubhouse and asked if I would help them get one built. I said I would do everything in my power to achieve their goal. As soon as I was elected to the RCSC board, I started the struggle to get the new building. In 2021, we crossed the first hurdle and got the building on the schedule. It was a 4-year fight to get the funding, but it was worth it to get the building completed and help a great group of ball players. Completion of this project makes my entire time on the RCSC board worth it. Thank you. Thank you to the men and women who play softball, especially President Kappas, for staying by my side and having the faith we would get this fantastic facility that we are celebrating today. Thank you, everybody.
All right, well, get out of the way for some.
You got to go right where Steve was standing, Steve.
Right here.
Right there.
We also have a plaque we're going to put on the inside. It says dedicated to all Sun City softball players and fans, past, present, and future, October 19th, 2024. At this time, we're going to have Mark Casala come up. Grab your plaque, Mark. I must have moved. Grab your plaque, Mark. I can't look back. My mic will go out.
Somebody mark that spot.
Right here. All right, you're on.
Okay, on behalf of
Come on. Test, 1, 2.
Sun City. Okay, I'm not gonna. See, I did move. Okay. On behalf of the Sun City Softball Club, again, welcome. Thank you all for coming out today. There were a lot of people already mentioned that were involved in getting this project to its completion. We could be here for an hour naming them all, but we want to take a moment to recognize all the past presidents of the Sun City Softball Club, several of them who are here today. So we want to take a moment to recognize them. So all the past presidents from the club, please come up here. Arnie Kavarnberg, Jim Kyneth, Dan Braddock, Ron Kappas. No, Steve can't come. He's not a past president yet. Doug. Nope. See, I moved. Okay. All right. Okay, they're going to hold a plaque that says Sun City Senior Softball Club past presidents up to and including Ron Kappas, and soon Steve Oberg's name will be up there. And they all did a tremendous job over the years. Let's give them a good hand.
Everybody looks its way. Thank you. 1, 2, 3.
And now for our final act, we're going to cut the ribbon. So everybody that has the scissors, make your way up to the ribbon. We're going to cut it facing the field for pictures. Sorry, folks. So you're going to see their backsides. So go underneath the ribbon. Make your way up there. Go under the ribbon. Don't cut yet. Jack's going to talk a little bit. Maybe, right, Jack?
Yep, so as we prepare here for the ribbon cutting ceremony, it is an honor to have 2 World War II veterans and softball players here to cut the ribbon. Kate Douglas and Doug Wright, who have been a part of Sun City softball for the past 30 years. Also cutting the ribbon will be RCSC Board President Tom Foster, RCSC Board Member Steve Collins. We also have Dan Braddock and Ron Coppes. Okay, everyone set and ready. Here we go. Take your places. 1, 2, 3, cuts. So thank you, cutters.
And now, I think
Okay, hey, I'll take it. Yeah, so as we get prepared here for our meal, we would like to recognize the people behind the meal we are about to eat. First, let's give a warm, big thank you to Mary Delopoulos, who organized and made this meal possible. Mary, please come out and be seen so everyone knows who to thank for this well-organized
I'm going to do a quick walking tour of the new facility. We're going through the dugout right now.
Okay, we also need to give a big thank you to all the people behind the scenes and in the kitchen who made this day possible. Thank you all the volunteers. We couldn't have done this without you.
And we're out here at the new batting cages. And at the end of the cage is the storage facility that is now much more secure. Now back toward the main facility.
Thank you for the members and how they participated. Thank you for the good exercise that goes on here. Praying to keep injuries to a minimum. We thank you for the fun, the laughter that takes place. We thank you for the sportsmanship and the friendships that are built here. Bless this facility and all the players for many years to come. We thank you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you, Tom. Now, as we get ready here to line up, we insist that our honored guests be the first in line. The RCSC board members and RCSC employees and anyone that works
This
on
is
this
the new
facility,
clubhouse.
please get in line
It's
first.
got a
It's
kitchen
on the south side of the
and
clubhouse is
a
where the lineups
restrooms,
are, over by the grill.
meeting
So-
room, storage facility.
Yep, southwest.
Go around the back
Yep. So all our
and
honored
show
guests,
from the
please
other
go
side.
ahead, get in line first. We welcome you to sample the food first. Let us know how it is. So let's eat, everyone.
Okay, now we're on the other side. People are lining up to eat. This is just some additional grills and stuff outside. This is the meeting room. And this is the kitchen. And that is the new softball facility in Sun City.